We are a music pod, by the way.
Yeah,
so
we are.
Should we talk about Dave's new album?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's get
Absolutely.
Let's get centered. Yeah. Has everyone listened to Dave's album in here?
Yes.
H? A little bit? Most of it. Mike? No? You just
I'm not a music guy.
You're just worried about tech and apps and all that stuff and China and all that stuff. Yeah. TikTok.
Tech. We're All Alone in This Together is the name of the album, which sounds very Drake-ish, if I ain't gonna lie. No? Am I the only one that thinks this?
Sounds like a Drake thing.
That sounds like a Drake title. Yeah. Like, if you look at all the Drake titles that there's been for the projects, aside from
If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
Take Care.
So Far Gone.
Views.
Oh my God.
Nothing Was the Same.
More Life.
We're All Alone in This Together.
This was my obvious one. As soon as I saw the album title, I'm like, mental health, trials, tribulations, depression. That's what I thought straight away.
When you saw the album artwork, it looks like it was from Funny Tummy. Shout out to Funny Tummy.
I don't know
if it was.
Yeah, if that
but,
was. If it wasn't Funny Tummy, we'll give you credit anyway.
Yeah, shout out to Funny Tummy. He's provided a lot of artwork. Is that what you thought when you first?
Yeah. That's all. We didn't. I even forgot when we left, when we was talking about like our anticipations for the album. I forgot to bring it up when I was going on. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't even speak about that. But that's what I thought straight away, because I was like, we've been obviously. It's been a very trying 18 or so months, however long it's been.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot has happened, a lot has changed. And just in the space of it now as well, artists are being more vulnerable. So I just thought, when I just saw that title, I was like, okay, maybe we're going to get, because we was talking about what we thought he'd maybe discuss on the album. Yeah. Because obviously the last album was called Psychodrama. You had Fraser T. Smith kind of narrating throughout and that, almost like a therapist. I was like, is it going to be a similar kind of theme? Yeah. And I wasn't mad at that, but this is one thing Vans is really passionate about, is I didn't want too much Fraser T. Smith in it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I was worried about. But before we get into it, the full like depth of the album, that definitely didn't happen in it. So that's a pro for the album, that we got a bit more different producers and different sounds.
Yeah, you're right in that. I think so. The rollout was obviously the rollout.
Was there really a rollout?
The rollout was just like the Stormzy song.
Yeah.
Clash. I think that's a big enough rollout when you've got when you're one of the biggest artists in the country and you've got the biggest on a song after not hearing from you guys in a while.
Yeah.
And then the video comes out and it's in that way. It's going to be like a thing where people are going to just stop and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, we paused. Like, okay, cool.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you're right. There wasn't that much of a rollout. It was just like, okay, I'm going to flex with this single release. I'm going to do it in a place where no one's done it before.
True.
We're going to talk
extra spicy. We've overtaken all our peers. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. Then I saw the track list. I saw Snow Allegra. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't see, I saw Wizkid. And I was like, it's a cheat code. You might get J5 on a beat. Pass a drink for Chrissy HaicH Vans.
And then I saw James Blake. So I was like, all right, cool. I've already coined James Blake, to be a Donny that does Catholic R&B. Don't look at me.
Like I owe you anything.
So I wanted to see what the sound was like, and it seems like Dave was a lot more experimental in this one.
Yeah.
Different type of sounds on this one.
Yeah.
Seems like he was having a lot more fun. I don't know if you got that vibe.
The song we played at the start with Bodge, what's the name of that song again?
Lazarus. Yeah.
He's definitely flexing, having fun on it. That's like lyrical exercise. I'm going to be cheek. I'm going to be witty.
He's rapping with a lot more flair, I think.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
That was...
Don't worry, Chrissy.
The best I could do.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah. Dave's definitely rapping with flair.
Yeah.
You're right. I do feel like he's experimenting a bit more on this.
I saw 12 songs. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want. I don't want to hear a 16 song album from Dave. Because I know that 8 of them will be 9-minute songs.
Yeah.
There's a song on the album where he raps so much that the beat runs out. The beat stops, and I'm like,
But sometimes it's
not
nice.
my favorite song.
It's not, but it's nice to hear a little acapella because like there is that kind of thing. I don't know how H feels about it, where like I feel sometimes man them can hide behind the beat a little bit.
Yeah.
So let me just hear what you got to say. I'm not expecting a long song, 2-3 minutes, but I
it's
don't mind that
Dave.
at the end of a rhythm where 4-8 bars quickly, just to kind of like emphasize your point. I'm not mad at that.
But is Dave someone that hides from the beat?
No, I wouldn't say Dave's someone that hides behind the beat. No, you don't even get like massive production with a Dave in it. So
Yeah.
no, that isn't something you could lay at his door. But I do feel that's out there. So maybe that could just be reaching there. Maybe that's something he was thinking. It's like you're a bar in it, so it's like, yeah, turn the beat off, man. Let me just like, I don't know if you watch Wild and Out, and when they come and do the battle rap stuff, and that, my man said cut the beat.
Yeah.
Bro, drop these bars, bro.
Yeah.
Raw in its purest 4 minutes. So yeah, I'm not mad when I hear that. Like I say, it wasn't
Wild
a
and
lot.
Out as a reference is brazy though, because it's all gimmicks.
Fair, but that's the first one that comes to my mind.
I hear that.
Because we speak about Nick Cannon earlier, pussy.
So for those of you that have heard the album, what's your take on the production?
I like the production. That's probably one of my favorite things about the album. To be honest with you, the production.
I'm in two minds about the production, to be honest.
What's wrong with it? What's right with it for you?
I think the moments that he does get it right, I'm like, yeah, cool. And then you're always gonna get the piano chords and stuff. Yeah, that's like Dave's
That's his staple,
signature
isn't it? Yeah, of course.
sound, innit? You're gonna get that, but then there's some that just lacks a bit of something for me on some of the songs. But I guess that's probably like what he may have intended to do with the songs. So like, you know when Eminem started making beats?
Oh Lord,
Where are you going with this?
the worst beat maker ever.
I wouldn't go off and say that, but I knew that
It was bare 2D, man.
maybe after you've done the start of it, give it to Dre so you can complete the beat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of like comparison sometimes in Dave's catalog, but at the same time, I'm not mad at this album.
No.
I think it's a very good album. I think he touches on a lot, and as a young lad so successful, he still has the time and ability to speak on other things that isn't necessarily directly affecting him, who is winning in life.
Yeah, there's that
Do you know what I'm saying?
China reference in there, you know. By them trying to take over Nigeria
Yeah.
as well. So I feel like he's getting more in tune and tapped into his roots. So you hear the little commentary. So I don't know if there's a guy that speaks before Daniel Kaluuya. I don't know. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but there's bits where they're talking about like going to find yourself and stripping away, like, and obviously you get his mum on there as well. And there's a lot of references to mum, a lot on like the motherland and home, and just trying to, like, if you've been born here or you spend a lot of time here,
Yeah,
you can you start feeling more and more British. It's like, who am I? Especially in this era of like all the stuff happening with BLM, the most recent stuff with like the knee, the race in England football team. You start questioning like
the mum was on there,
yeah,
and with some of the stuff that she was saying, it kind of resonated a little bit because, whether we like to believe it or not, like a lot of our parents have gone through the same struggle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, with her, she was talking about having to do it alone and stuff, and I think Dave is super aware of that, and obviously he touches on stuff like Grenfell. He touches on stuff like, you know, things that are happening in the Middle East and things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think he gave us a little bit of everything on this album.
yeah.
So,
Go on.
a
Chris.
couple episodes ago, you guys were saying how it's not, you don't necessarily look to rap or musicians for political stances. Do you feel like did he strike a balance in this? Was it a nice balance of like political?
Yeah,
plus,
it's not too much.
okay.
Because like I was saying, I think, what was that song that he was going off 7 minutes on, like, what was it called, Question Time?
Yeah.
I want to listen to that.
Why you just wanna? You one of the people that I'm not trying to hear Dave in the club.
The
is
music
that-
comes first, basically. It's got to be a good song, and then you'll vibe with the bars if it
Okay,
Yeah,
you
because
need
I'll
the
tune
medicine
in.
and the candy.
Yeah,
Musicality has to come
because
first,
that
basically.
I could tune into that for 3 minutes,
Mm.
but then Don't have like a long instrumental in the song and then come back and go off for another 5 minutes.
But sometimes those things, maybe the entertainment value of the song isn't at the forefront. The message is the most important thing.
Yeah,
so maybe
to the
that's
artist.
but you maybe even as a listener, you might have to sacrifice yourself in the moment a little bit and be like, the message is so important here that for these 5 minutes, it's not about tapping my toe and shaking my shoulders for a little bit.
The beauty about smartphones and that, you could just like easily skip.
This guy's talking to me like I'm 4.
You were cussing us for playing GoldenEye.
This Barry is mad. GoldenEye being 4 is crazy, bro. Come on, let's strike a balance here. Yeah. Oh, we pod. Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I understand
highlights.
what you mean. I'm just saying it's like I'm with you in it. Like,
Yeah.
like nigga, the bitches are here, man. Turn off that political.
No, that's not what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, that's what
that's what I'm saying.
You're not saying you're saying the musicality has to come first, but it's got to be a good. You got to vibe to the song. It doesn't have to be a banger, club banger, like Fols is saying.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a
No,
club
it doesn't
banger.
have to be that. But
It
it's
doesn't
like,
have to-
sometimes I'm like, bro.
I'm not looking for club bangers all the time.
No, that's not. I'm not
That's
necessarily
like
looking
a
for Dave.
compilation
Innit?
album.
And like he doesn't have to because he's like location still lives on to want to stay in it. Like someone like that only needs 1 or 2 because that's not really what we look for from you.
Yeah.
So when you catch one, and it like it's even gone past. I can go in the club now, and if they put on location, I'm still gonna vibe to it. It doesn't feel old. It's still a fresh song in it. So
Yeah.
I get
Member
all
of
that.
Parliament Dave, I'm not like too fond of.
What is it? Is it just?
You're rude.
Is it his delivery? I'm trying to get to like the bottom of this a little bit of you.
I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Like
You don't even have to have a
It
reason.
doesn't.
I'm
Yeah,
just asking,
it doesn't necessarily have to have like
But you
you
never
know.
like that conscious.
He still
like,
raps
rap.
well.
But you never like conscious like you always found it corny like when man was doing the.
Nah, because
Do you like conscious Jay-Z?
I was yeah.
Not the same though.
But Hove knows how to do it though. But he knows how to do it.
There was
And
a
the
point
other
where
day-
Jay-Z was Mansa Musa us to death. Nigga, give us another example, bro. What the fuck, bruv?
You know I can fall down.
Bro,
I can
don't
really
do
fall
it
down.
because a lot of our artists do overkill.
Yeah.
Meek Mill was rolling us to death. Like, you've got a Rolex. I don't have one, bro. After a while, leave us alone. Trey Songz wants to fuck your bitch. Why do you want to fuck my wife, bro? After a while, USP allow us, bro, innit? So everyone has their thing where it's like,
You
it's
can't relate.
overkill. What's that? Well, fucking other people's wives. What?
If you, you people better behave yourselves.
But the thing is like
yourselves.
I was in the studio the other day like with H till about 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
and like we were bonding over like Nas. And like to people that know me, yeah, I clown Nas a lot. But I know the lyrics bar for bar.
So who are you then? Can the real Vans
But
reveal himself? What's
if-
going on here?
But if Nas was to rap on a song about what he's rapping about, yeah, for 7,
no,
8
whose phone's not on
minutes,
silent? What's
not
going
me.
on? What's
It's
going
not
on? What's
me.
going on? What's
it
going
might
on?
be me still.
What's going on? What's going on? Episode 301, you know.
Unprofessional.
Fam, nah. Come on, bro. Tell her relax, bro. What's going on, bro?
Sorry,
Are you?
I am.
I don't think you are.
Sorry, because it
Technology, innit? Technology.
yeah.
Tech, big tech.
Apple in it, like when it comes via the phone,
Synergy
goes to
in
the
that.
laptop. Yeah, I like. It's just I think it's the length of the song.
Okay, cool. You need a bit more digestible.
Yeah,
Possi-
man. Give me 4
possibly.
minutes and done, bruv. Like, why are you still in the booth?
No,
Do you know what I mean? But
What's that thing? You gotta put the the medicine with the candy, like, and certain men are just doing all medicine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
the best conscious rappers.
Shit.
Man said,
No,
you know
what
what? Come
I'm
here.
saying is, as
Here's
in-
15 paracetamols. They're trying to
yeah,
kill me,
man.
bro.
I'm not doing
No, what I'm saying is, in, like,
supercalifragilistic.
they're not focusing on the musicality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta hook people in with the music, and then you can vibe with the lyrics. It's like Kendrick, like what's that swimming? What's that song?
Swimming pools.
Simple.
Yeah, that was about alcoholism and something
And
deep,
that
like,
worked.
People were vibing in the rave,
Yeah,
like
that worked,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Pull up, drank, and I was like, yeah. Looking at
The
the
irony,
bartender,
a
like,
song about
Yeah,
alcohol, being an alcoholic, Vans there like, more.
yeah, man. Pool full of liquor, and we dive in. He's saying it.
Fair.
You know,
Yeah.
he made it a hit. There's a hit.
Are there
No,
any
what?
tracks that you can think of, like super long tracks that are longer than the standard, like 3 minutes or whatever, where you felt like the time was justified?
I mean, how long's a Fire song on there? on the
Remember?
album? How long's the song Fire on that?
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say highlight, and we can get into this because I've got an apology to make
To who? What for? What?
to Peckham's finest.
Okay.
Your goat.
I don't like how you're positioning this, but go off.
That's your goat, nah?
What, Hollow Man gigs?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, he delivered in this one.
Yeah. Why is an apology?
Because I've been slandering him for...
Was it justified? Did you feel he was underperforming when you were slandering him?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's no
it wasn't
apology?
it wasn't a slander just for slandering's sake. I'm a fan of gigs.
Yeah, you just
do you know
didn't
what I'm saying?
feel he was up to par.
I paid to see this man live.
Yeah.
But I just felt that after a while, he just got comfortable, and you know when like he was using that flow where I don't think anyone was really fucking with Too Tough.
I know what you mean, yeah. We
So
shared
Dave must have been like, yo, I need a 16 from you. No gimmicks, just 08 gigs.
But maybe not even that. I think after what Dave did to him on Now or Never, on the album, maybe Donny's like, nah, we had to right that wrong.
Yeah.
Innit? So
And it's not to say that he went the hardest, because
Gets
he
went the
didn't.
hardest.
Gets went the hardest.
Yeah, Gets got the best verse on Fire.
He went so hard that on Saturday I felt to hail him up and say, yo.
So am I? No.
Oh, you see him out in that?
Yeah.
No, you know why did you pick him up?
Bro,
You feeling too sexy?
Nah, not even. I just don't like...
You don't want to bother people?
I don't like speaking to people in the club.
Vans' MO is there's
true, it's
bitches
bad,
here.
though.
Fam, like...
Got shut man's ear.
Yeah, man. All of that, like...
Fair.
Bro, my hearing's not the greatest. So whatever he's saying back, I may not hear it.
Okay, now you sound old. Now you sound hella old.
This nigga 82.
Bro, nah. But big man thing, yeah. Having a convo in the club is long.
Nah, I do feel you.
Do you
And
know what I'm
also,
saying?
first impressions as well. Like, we're trying to get Donny on a podcast. And
Yeah.
I remember you, that nigga that was drunk at the... Oh.
Yeah, it's long. It's
A
long.
in your life away.
Yeah,
in the
it's
club.
long. It's long.
But
yeah,
get
nah.
my snap.
Do you know what? How it started, and I was like, all right. And I didn't see the track list. I think he done it purposely, like that. He didn't show it on Apple Music now that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just
doesn't
says
say the
Dave.
names, yeah.
It just says Dave. So then when I hear Fredo on it, and I was like, yo, Fredo's going in.
I think he stepped up. Like,
Yeah. I was like, right, he set pace for the song. And then who came next?
I think it was Meeks Manny after him.
Yeah. He did a good job.
I said 20 times arrested. I said, nigga, you a career criminal. But his verse is cold, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what? They all
his
delivered.
His voice is very powerful. Like, when, like, yeah. You know some people, like, that whole, like, scraps thing, like,
Yeah.
presence on the mic. It just, that voice is so distinct. Lou Ray's kind of got that thing as well. When I hear Meeks Man, I'm like, yeah, like.
And I was thinking, yeah, that when there's a song with 3 or 4 rappers featured on there and they all go in, is that a testament to who the owner of the song is?
Yes, it's a compliment to that person. Because I've got to come and do your song justice. And it's also a compliment to...
So like when you get the call...
It's a compliment to the start, to the... I don't know. I mean, let's just assume here that everyone sent their verses and they knew who was going to be on the song. You know you're going to be on there with Gets. You can't come and play, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that is a mark of respect. I'm on a song with Dave.
But the
I
thing
already know
is...
I got a show. Gets is on there. Gigs is on there. Meeks, Fred... No, I've got to make sure I perform.
All right. H, you being a rapper, you may not know who's on the song, but you know whose song it is. So, are you gonna go off the strength of who the song belongs to, or are you gonna wait to hear if other Donnies are on there?
I don't know, it's a bit different for me. If you think about it, it's like you might respect the artist one way or not. Me personally, I try to perform regardless, because if you don't rate someone number one, why are you going to be on a song?
Yeah.
And
Well, it could be like a financial decision.
True. And number two, why would you sell yourself poorly? Because in the end of the day, you're only representing yourself. Even if you're doing it for someone else's track, that's you. The song might be hard and you just go all out on it. Then you might have a poor performance for whatever. Like, so it depends on how you hold your craft and what you're doing.
Becoming a banger,
You see what I'm
and your
saying?
verse is the one they skip.
You want to be that guy.
Yeah. Do you know what? Because I was listening to a song today, and someone that I respect highly as a barra hopped on this song, and I was like, yeah, you gave Donny a lazy verse.
It can happen, bro.
It can happen.
You can catch man on the off day. You can catch man when like they're doing a lot of features in that moment. You know, like Gets for me is in like rare form, innit? Where like he's been on this kill streak leading up to the album with all the songs he was on, and then I don't know how long ago this was actually recorded.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me that.
But then when you're in a session with Dave, you know that this is a possibility that it could be on an album, and this album could go number 1.
Do you know? I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Gets is giving anyone a poor verse
Yeah.
I don't think
Like, but
he
like,
has. I don't
as
think
in-
I've heard one.
ever.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? But I think that's testament to him.
Yeah.
Like regardless of whose tune it is, that Bray makes sure he delivers that.
He did a
Do you see what I'm saying?
And he made sure that you heard every single word.
He's got quotables. The chorus lines are quotable. That's
Oh,
a that's
that's
a
my
that's a
personal
proper line.
favourite.
What's the line about uplifting his babes? What's the movie reference? What's the film where my man lifts his babe out the water? What's the song? The film again?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. He's got a line
yeah.
he's got the quotable ones without being corny. Where like that's a bar.
Talking about
That's a
like he
bar.
didn't have an older bro, like, but he was the older one, and he had to pattern up just so that no one can,
Yeah, bro.
you know,
I don't need
try.
I
his
can't call my
siblings.
older brother my older cousin. I got to call me.
Yeah,
What can you do? You know.
yeah.
Like, but then I think that's a Gets choice.
Yeah.
I think that's him deciding to do that. I think I wouldn't rate someone if they dictate how hard they're gonna go on the song because of
Depending on the
Yeah.
lineup and the art.
me. I personally wouldn't rate that because I'm like, what are you doing? You're only
Yeah.
representing yourself. Do you see what I'm saying?
Even on Gang Signs and Prayer on Bad Boys, like Gets came in and was
Bro, he's been on a killing
I'm
streak.
like,
We're gonna talk
yo.
about GRM award nomination later and stuff, but he's been on a killing streak. I'm like with H. It doesn't surprise me, innit? Like I'm expecting him to perform at that level, innit? So
yeah. I mean, like someone that as you know, like Gets or of Gets' stature, they're always gonna go in like with the intention to kill. Like I don't care how you're gonna sound. I know that you've called me for this verse, and I'm gonna do it justice. But then everyone else also patterned up, so then it leads me to believe that like they're looking at it like, rah, Dave's called us to. This is a session for his album, because you know, like you know, as a rapper, like they're gonna call you like if they want to do like if they just want to have a session, but you know that this is a session that might make the album.
But you know, is it like I'm with you. I do understand the change of thought. It might not be that something that deep to thinking. It literally just be man know that I'm repping. I'm a spit. I take the thing serious. It's just that simple. Like I take the thing serious. And someone like a Dave like has kind of come through being a project artist anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like someone that does loads of mixtape, releases loads of singles, and you have throwaway songs. If you're going to work with him, the likelihood is going to be on either your project or his.
Yeah.
And I think
So like I don't think it's. I understand that sentiment. I don't think it's something to even like take a super deep dive into. Just like my man's called, and the people on there he's already worked with. He's worked with. This will be like his 3rd or 4th time working with gigs. He worked with obviously. He's on Gets' album. I don't know if they worked prior. Obviously, he did the whole production for Fredo's. Like, there's relationships there already.
Yeah.
If you've got a relationship with Fredo, Sincere in some capacity looks after Meeks Manny. So these all things are all really in house anyway.
Yeah.
They're your peoples at this point, innit?
Yeah.
So
I think the kudos needs to go to Dave as well because did he produce that song, that one?
I can say the
specifically?
credits quickly.
Because in the end of the day, he would have been the one deciding where the positioning is going. Do you know what I mean? The order of people, how long their verse may or may not have been.
Yeah.
Because I swear someone's verse got cut.
he's got
short.
production credit on there. So him, James Blake, Carl Evans, and Dom Maker
Carl Evans.
Well, on that song.
on that song Fire. Yeah.
yeah.
So someone's verse got cut short. I can't
Carl
remember who it is.
Fire,
Evans has
in the
like
Fire.
a lot of production credit on this album. He's all over the album.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So I'd give more credit to that, not to take away from anyone's verse, but like the decisions to put people where they are and how long they go. Because I was saying someone's verse got cut short. I can't remember whose it is, but you can hear that their verse is longer than that, but they probably decided.
I think Fredo's one got cut short.
Fredo's definitely.
It sounded like Fredo's.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was in it, but I can only listen to it once, innit?
Yeah.
But like, you know, when you come first, like on a certain song, all you need to do is really set pace.
Yeah.
Like it may be the hardest job.
Going first in a
on
song
the
like that is the hardest one.
Yeah, it's probably like it's the hardest job because like you have to like keep the interest of the listener.
Absolutely. No, I fucking with it. That's one of my favorite songs on there, and I just like that because we don't get a lot.
Yeah,
of
produced
examples.
by Santan, co-produced by James Blake, additional production by Kyle Evans and Dom Maker.
Yeah, I just said we don't get a lot of that in the scene now from the established guys where man are ready to either go back to back, do like the
But there's not a
posse
lot.
cut, that kind of
there's not a lot of opportunities for it to make sense for everyone, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Because a song like that, where would you place that?
It's on the album, isn't it?
If it was, no, I'm saying bar that. That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of opportunity. This is Dave's album, so it makes sense to everybody on
Or
that
like
song.
if someone's got a big song, you do a remix. Those
Do
are
you
the
get me?
only
Other than
real
that,
times, innit? Yeah.
to do a song like that, it's not like how the culture was once upon a time, because everyone would be getting bust from it or exposure or hoping it can
Like
do
what's the song?
damage.
The
Do you see what I'm saying?
song. That was a big moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Drake
so
took it,
it's
though.
good and it was executed well.
Drizzy
I think
took
it was dope.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's good to see, bro.
Because we like, this is not the first time we've seen like a song in the UK with like multiple rappers on it. Like we had, what was that song? Game Over.
Cheeks. I understand the reference point and I get why it's examples. It didn't age well.
It didn't.
That song didn't age well.
There was Bear Man on there, and it was
Professor
like
Green, Gigs, Tinchy Strider.
Oh,
Tiny.
with the video is spinning around.
Yeah,
example.
Yeah, man.
Game Over.
Yeah, it's called Game Over.
Yeah, that's the one.
We
Yeah.
had New Brand Flex a really long time ago.
Okay.
And niggas talking about kissing their cough. That didn't age well in COVID.
Rona. that nigga was a visionary.
But even then, like, what do you mean kiss my cough? I don't understand.
Don't go on a mad tangent, please, bro. Leave
Sorry,
that nigga alone.
sorry.
He's a personal trainer. Leave him alone.
I see him training some of my peoples, man.
Yeah, leave him
Shout
alone.
out to him.
That nigga boxing. He hitting the heavy bag.
He is. But yeah, I mean, there's more standout moments. Obviously, Clash. We spoke about Stormzy. It did what it did.
Okay, so it starts well. So we're all done, and we're all alone. I think it's good intro. You know, intros are always massively important. They set the tone. They see, okay, cool. Is Donny really gonna rap on this one? What's the vibe in it? For Danks, if I'm pronounced correctly, that's a strong second song, first song after the intro.
I think is that the one where he says that his girl ain't allowed Carney.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but that's the young boy in him. When he gets older, he realizes.
I saw some of the season babes on the timelines like, oh yeah, I really like this Dave album, but you know, some of the stuff he was saying about women.
Your women voice is hilarious.
Some of the stuff he was saying about women. It's like, he's 23.
He's a young boy, man.
You have to remember that at the same time, he's 23. You know, I think he like leaked this song last year. He was in a whip with a couple of his brethrens, and then they were playing a tune that we hadn't heard yet, and everyone was like, yo, this is hard.
Might be. I don't remember. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, bro, do you know what? When I was listening to everything, I thought I heard something that I heard before.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to a lot of stuff. So I was thinking,
yeah.
am I bugging? So you saying that, you're probably right.
Yeah.
So we go into Clash. Which
Yeah,
you've
did
all
what it
heard.
did.
And
I've
you've
heard it
all
outside, and it slaps.
Yeah, no, I see some footage from Stormzy's birthday, and
Man rented out Fort Park.
yeah, Chip's definitely punching the air right now because all the influencers.
He's coughing blood right now.
Yeah, all the influencers were vibing to Clash.
Yeah.
Hey man, hold these jokes, man.
Yeah.
Nobody-
Influencers was definitely screaming Bailiff one.
Yeah. And that's the thing about dissing my man. When you do it on a big song, is that's the only way he's gonna like edge a little bit.
Bro, if I'm going Fort Park for free, I'm screaming Bailiff one.
Yeah. It's funny because people in there are like, I see some of your opinions about Stormzy and that, but you're there doing, murky, look at you. Enjoying up the free Fort Park. It is what it is, man. The game's hilarious though.
Bird's gone bird.
In the fire, obviously, we just discussed 3 Rivers. That's the one where Kaluuya comes in at the end.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel Kaluuya,
Yeah, he'd get it.
obviously. Giving that motivational talk. You
Mm.
know.
So much love it.
He's got that new film with Jordan Peele. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah. And Kiki Palmer's in that as well.
Dope.
And then System comes on, featuring Wizkid. And I was saying earlier, having Wizkid on your song right now, cheat code.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, Essence is blowing up the charts in America. Essence is killing.
Listen, I could have cried
clubs.
tears when I heard that in the club on Saturday. Oh
In the
my
club.
god! Yeah, in the fucking club.
Shit is
I was
going
just like,
down.
Me personally, obviously, we know
It
how
was
I
so
felt
sweet.
about Essence when the album first dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
you
the
didn't
one.
like it? Oh,
I said, this is the one. Yeah. Foles is like face to face wine.
yes, I remember.
COVID and all sorts.
It's what it is, man. It's worth it. Risk it.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah. Dave and Wizkid System. He's flowing on that. spitting with flair.
Do you think that's one that then might start trying to spin in clubs a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that
little two-step vibe. You can.
Yeah. What's the song, man? The Heady One song with Young T and Bugsy.
Don't rush.
Nah.
What's the is it Princess Cuts?
Princess Cuts.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe to it.
Or you can do that
P2J.
little Uncle Two-Step and that we look
Yeah. Produced by P2J. You know, shout out to P2J. He's doing bits.
Yeah, no, you're right. So when I think about it now, that would definitely.
Yeah, it's got that vibe to it. And yeah, I've been spinning that. You know, Dave's flowing on that. He's saying some things. Lazarus comes next. Dave and Bodge. I was saying, who's Bodge?
Well,
Did Dave grab him from the village? Reveal yourself. We need to know, bruv.
I don't know what message village.
Village, bro. Did he find him there because like he came hard on the hook?
He found him there.
Rent was due, bro.
I don't do that, man. That's just his artistry, bro. He may have had
That's
may have
what
had
it
that.
is. Rent is due is just basically like you're
He
hungry.
may
your
have had
belly's
that
rumbling.
hook for years.
Yeah, and you made sure you perform when you had the opportunity, innit?
Mm.
I'm up to. I didn't know that was prior, but now I'm invested in it. I want to go and check out that artist more. So
Yeah, Law of Attraction featuring Snow Allegra. Produced by J5. Lazarus was produced by J5 as well.
yeah,
Whatever J5 touches, bro, is gold, fam.
As in, so sweet.
Like he keeps doing it. Like it's mad. This nigga keeps winning, bruv. How can we stop him?
what?
Are you an op or?
Nigga, you moving like the white man.
How do we stop that
How
nigga?
do we start this bag?
J5 is on a crazy run and
And long may it continue.
yeah, longer may it
Yeah.
continue. J Hus is about to drop later on this year.
Yeah, it's coming.
Are they the ones that are brothers?
No,
No,
that's
no,
the
Oh,
yeah,
other
I was gonna be
guys.
like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
And two of the
J5,
guys.
J Hus. I get it now, but I was wrong.
Nah, they're brethren, but J5 and two guys from
False,
NSG
allow
are
me.
brothers.
Just keep quiet, thank you.
Yeah. That's a fucking that is a shocker. So because you saw J and J, oh my god,
No, I
blood
was like-
brothers.
J and J.
The stars are aligning. Oh my
Yeah.
god, wow, I didn't see it before.
Georgia Smith is on the album as well.
She is.
Yeah, Survivor's Guilt.
We'll get into that. Like that's obviously right at the end and stuff. But like from System down, you've got a certain vibe. So System, Lazarus, Law of Attraction, I'm fucking with. Then we get to Both Sides of a Smile, featuring James Blake. Now you were saying Donny gives you Catholic R&B vibes.
yeah.
That's the song with Shah Simone on
Shah
it,
Simone, yeah.
which I believe she really. I don't know why she's not.
She's not credited.
She's not
but
credited. Obviously on
she
Spotify,
went
I can
ham on
see
that.
Dave James Blake. I don't see her name on it. Obviously, Dave did thank her on his Instagram, and a lot of people on the timeline saying, "Yo, that's the girl on there with the James Blake song is Shah
Yeah.
Simone." So
Yeah,
we played her music maybe like 6 months ago when we had Alex on.
yeah.
I can't remember what the episode is called, but it's me, Alex, and HaicH. were
Oh,
recording.
okay. Vans Demic.
That's there we go.
Okay.
You know, we played her music. And she's
Well,
cold.
what man can't know his own shit? Nah.
Oh wow.
Let them know. I talk to you.
Wow. We say waves on swim, hairline on prim. Okay.
Come on.
Come on, do your thing. But no, Shah's cold.
Yeah, nah, she is. And I was listening to one of her songs earlier. She's gone in and there's a video where she's back home.
Yeah.
What's it called, man? Let me see if
So it's on YouTube. I don't know if it's on the streaming sites.
Back to Sender it's called.
Back to Sender, yeah.
Yeah, Shah Simone, Back to Sender.
She's got one freestyle where she's standing in the rain wearing like a brown or black.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
white
fling
hat and
some
that.
of her songs on the playlist.
You know them old school like hip hop, just like spazzing. Like I just like seeing girls with the aggressive flow. Like, yeah, man, I can do this thing. Like I know like there's a certain like aesthetic with the women's when it comes to rapping in a minute, but like we can do that. But like yeah, we can kind of get gritty as well. Like
Yeah,
same kind
absolutely.
of vibe when I first heard of SB2 times.
Yeah.
Like man, as a man, I can still enjoy that. And I fuck
Yeah,
with
she
that.
just dropped something as well.
She did Flamers Flow.
Yeah.
She did.
We'll talk about that later.
But that song was really cool just because of like I like the raw emotion on there. I like how almost like her and Dave are going back to back, the interjection with each other's voices. Like I don't know who's written what, but in terms of performance on a song, I feel like that's one of the best song performances on the actual album.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I can't even lie. I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, "Rah, who is this?"
It's almost like a his and hers perspective type of thing.
Yeah. I thought it was like, I was like, "Rah, is it Banks or like what's going on?"
No.
Yeah, I thought.
I wouldn't know
was
that.
like, you know, but yeah, that was a good one, man. Still, 20-1 is hard for me.
Yeah.
I like that one. That was a standout to me on the album. Heart Attack.
More singy, songy Dave on there on 2021 a little bit.
Yeah. Heart Attack was 10 minutes long, so you know how I feel about that one.
Yeah. Is that what you want to put
10
on?
minutes!
You want to make a cup of tea?
Yeah. And I came back and it was still going on.
God to forgive you.
Bruv, yeah, like 10 minutes is kind of long for one song.
Yeah, it's a lot still.
You know, and then it ends with Survivor's Guilt.
That was a hard listen though, you know. I couldn't really. I turned it off halfway through. Like, it was a lot to hear that.
Yeah.
And I'm not someone like I like pain music, like, you know, like I grew up listening to people like Timber, like,
yeah,
the people that pain, like, you get to hear people's real story, like, but yeah, just hearing that, I was like, when we was talking earlier about some of the stuff like our parents and relatives dealt when they came to this country first time. I don't know if it's on that song or a couple of songs prior. You even hear Dave talking about his mum falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
And if you're listening properly, it's not, she didn't fall.
Yeah.
So you read between the lines, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's a lot has happened. I feel like if you're not really listening properly, you won't really clock his bearing his soul a lot in regards to their relationship. And I see him, he always tries to make sure his mum shine. I've seen him buy his mum a whip. He said him and his mum and Young have got
same whip.
matching whips and that. The mum's out here flexing because she's really been through the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like, I don't know too much about Dave's family, but he strikes me to be the youngest one.
Bro, he's got an older brother that's in prison for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
so like,
Mumsy's got like that balance of emotions is mad. I got one son out here fucking shutting shit down.
Yeah,
doing up Brits like flavor of the month, flavor of the year.
Billboard on the fucking IMAX at Waterloo. Like, I'm like, all right, cool.
Took all the family, and you got another son I've got to go and visit in jail behind the wall.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on for the family in it. So
yeah, man. But yeah, it's a great second project. Great effort.
Has he managed to defeat the whole like second album syndrome, second album curse?
Absolutely, man.
Even though the album's only been at like 5 minutes, can we say that?
Yeah, because it's how it's been received.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of positive reviews. I'm yet to see a bad one.
I've seen a few people say like
you're gonna get a few people that are gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't get the hype.
And I think that's because of the online. Sometimes when like there's the middle of the road, like us who just love music. Yeah. We are fans of these people, we just love music. Then you get like the stans. Yeah. Who this is their guy. They swear by him. Mm-hmm. Anything he touches turns to gold.
My little brother's profile picture is Dave right now.
Yeah, he's
Have you guys seen that?
But that's dope though. That's his
guy. That's his guy, bro. He plays the piano as well, innit? And he wants to rap, so it makes sense.
That's sick.
Have you guys seen that meme or that like video on Twitter where the guys, it's like Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s, and then the guy's like, oh my god, are you guys deep in this? Are you deep in this?
Right. There is that, that's what I was leaning to. Like, Dave is definitely a cold spitter, but it is that element of like some people.
What am I supposed to deep with Jordan 4s?
No, what they're joking about is that like people go on sometimes like he said the most amazing out of this world thing, and more than anything, it's the bars of that code is delivery. Sometimes, sometimes him is just delivery, and that's what I was kind of leaning to. Like sometimes that's where you get the people going on the albums and all that because they're going too far. Going, oh my god, it's fucking the best thing since sliced bread, and the people going, oh, it's fucking shit. But we're kind of in the middle here. We're like, yo, this album's really good. It's short and concise. There are highlights and maybe some low points, like for you, the long song thing. Like I know not a lot of people enjoy that. It is a lot,
man.
10 minutes for rhythm, and towards the end as well, when you're coming like, we should be closing out the album strong. Yeah, I don't know if I would advise an artist that I like to go put a 10-minute rhythm, but it's your choice, isn't it? Yeah.
So I know you guys like it hasn't been out for very long, but first impressions, what would you give it out of 10?
You pardon, really? That's usually my question. I like that still.
You pardon now.
Pardon, yeah. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a strong 7.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Which can come across as a cop out, but I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a strong 7. Like, bro, like we've only been listening to it for like 3 days.
Yeah, it's a strong 7 because I've listened to it in like went for a walk. I listened to it in the gym, listened to the yard and stuff, and like there's highlights on there. And like I do like that, despite all the talk sometimes about younger artists and quality and stuff, some of our most like our premier artists are actually rapping. People sometimes almost take that for granted. Yeah, like some of our guys that not just in our space, these guys are that are winning at the Brit Awards. They're mainstream as much as they're NZ with us. They're very very mainstream. Yeah, Donnies are rapping. Yeah,
they're actually rapping.
You know, and that's not something like a lot of our artists when we come out. I was joking about the Game Over song during that time period. If you bust and you go mainstream and that, it was always a little bit watered down.
They were fake rapping. They were fake rapping on that. Yeah. They were fake rapping on that.
Whereas now, if you want to go pop, I've said it a couple of times, you go and do Nines will go and get a song with NSG. That's now pop. Yeah. than man trying to chase a song that's gonna play in Ibiza.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
You have to really deep.
Yeah.
The
But
fact
you
that
know what,
NSG
yeah?
is now pop.
Yeah.
Is a testimony.
And not pop in terms of a diss, but like
would you say-
man
would you say
basically
they
man trying to get
It's
a
the
song that's gonna
forefront,
play
it's the forefront.
on daytime radio. Something that's like your mum could play without clocking his cruddy bars on there. Gonna play on daytime radio. The little youths them can play, and the other cruddy stuff will be for us, man.
But you know what? Like this is like brought that I hate.
Go on.
Like a lot of things are just like harder to actually appreciate, harder to get. Can't even get crepes now because the whole country wants to dress like the man them.
Yeah.
Can't even get common Air Force Ones. Do you know what I'm saying? These are all like direct effects of hip hop or our culture being like the number one genre in the world.
So saying like white people are the reason you can't get white Air Forces.
The white man is taking back his culture. Yeah.
If you really deep like where all of this connects to, it's that how popular it's become.
I understand what you're saying. It's like when you go and start enjoying. I had that little thing, that weird thing. I don't think I've ever articulated it properly, but like when Skepta started bubbling and popping again with the whole Shoreditch, like tour bus, like Shoreditch massacre, like tracksuits and that, and you're having like little babes. I won't even put a race on it from like outside of London talking to me about Skepta.
Bro,
like, who the fuck are you, bro? And it sounds really backwards.
The white
because
boys, when
I
I
want to
was
see them
growing
get
up,
as big as possible, innit? Like I want to see them have the high moment, but like the point people find you at and they're blowing you up, I'm like, I don't know if I enjoy that space like that. Like it's a weird thing because I might not be articulating well, but like as they're starting to blow again, you're like, I don't know.
See Skepta the other day actually.
Yeah. Was he in what's it the
Rolls Royce, the truck.
Was in shorts.
Wait,
was it hot?
the white boys
was
now
in
are trying to
shorts.
roll with Adiola and that.
We've come full circle, bro. Love Island, innit?
Don't. Let's not.
When I was growing up,
Yeah.
white boys, they knew what they liked.
Yeah.
They liked what they liked.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's more choice out here.
I hear that. You
So-
know,
No, I understand what you're saying though. Like I said, yeah, it's like the Jordan ones, all this like even the stuff like the fact we've got these. What's the shop that Fredo's in business with? That they do like the
Kick Game.
Is it Kick Game?
I think
They
it's
do like
Kick
that. You know,
Game,
Complex
yeah.
had that series like sneaker shop, and they kind of do that now.
Yeah.
In terms of content,
Yeah.
that's where we're at now, isn't it? So
Yeah.
our culture's getting our influence is mad. Like, okay, we was talking about rollout for Dave's album before we got off the album talk. Outside of the song with Stormzy, the only other thing he did for the rollout was him having a line with Trapstar.
Yeah.
That's part of the rollout. That's where we're at right
And
now.
again, I know the demographic that bought it out.
Yeah.
Trapstar still popping like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Trapstar still. Benjart for me is my number one at the
They're
moment.
making better. Benja are making better quality
Yeah.
stuff, like just more different types of designs. Where I think Trapstar are focusing more on prints now.
Yeah.
Whereas like when Trapstar was on the come up, they were making like a lot of more concept pieces and
Some of them old,
custom jackets.
some of them
like,
old school Trapstar joints. Like we had
if you were able to get some of those custom jackets back then,
they ain't coming back.
bro,
We got you that's from you that side of town, that Buckman, that Union, and he was coming down with some man. I was like, brother, just when you go there, just ring man, whatever, just describe it to me on the phone. I'll send you the bread because there were some bits like you said, you'll never see them again, and those are one of ones, isn't it?
yeah,
You know, you see a lot of stuff if you look at Angel's old video.
Oh yeah, Angel used to get.
Angel would
Yeah.
yeah, bro, like
toe and
yeah.
But Benja, it's not as big in America though, is it? As Trapstar. I know Trapstar kind
Nah,
of.
they don't have the Jay-Z investment.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rihanna's
Cameron. I see
record.
Cameron wearing and Jim Jones wearing their bits in the video recently as well.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
That's dope.
I can see it crossing over.
Having Jay like and
Remember, it was
like,
only
Rihanna was
stuff.
endorsed like wearing the stuff.
Did Jeezy
Real
wear their
aura and
stuff?
that.
Did
Yeah,
Jeezy wear their
Jeezy
stuff? I remember
wore
Jeezy early because
Fab,
the Snowman, that stuff. It made
Fab,
sense.
and then someone must have told Jay like, "Yo, invest in these dons."
Yeah,
Now they've got an office in the Rock Nation buildings,
yeah.
so you know, like they're doing bits.
But with what you're saying, culture is just dope to see that. That's where we've come to now.
Yeah.
That's the rollout, innit? You know, it's
Yeah.
it's amazing. that we're
They
at
made a
that.
custom jacket for him in the video.
Yeah, of course.
The varsity jacket was cold.
Yeah.
If they were to do that more to the public, then you know what I'm saying, like, but they don't really do that as much. But
Trapstar, we
you
still
know.
love you. Just obviously.
yeah, they've got the model. They've got the model that works. They've got the model that works. It's dope.
If
It's
you want to
dope.
buy our silence, send us some bits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at, and then.